passage. Have you done the passage? Will you show me the answers? Question number 1. Which of the following best captures the central idea of the passage? What is the passage about? Air crash. Huh? Let me read the introduction first. I'll be reading 3 or 4 sentences. The recent crash of an Air India Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, considered one of the most advanced twin-aisle aircraft. You know aisle? This is aisle. The walking path is aisle. Now our classroom has a twin aisle. 2 aisles. A-I-S-L-E, S is silent. So, considered one of the most advanced twin-aisle aircraft, has raised serious concerns about aviation safety in India. So, because of this crash, there are concerns about aviation safety in India. The fatal means anything causes a death. Anything that causes death is called fatal. The fatal incident occurred on June 12th, just 12 minutes after plane took off from Ahmedabad en route. En route means on the way. En route is nothing but on the way to London Gatwick. Despite reaching an altitude of 625 feet, the plane crashed. It reached 625. In spite of that, it crashed, leaving only one survivor. Given the aircraft's advanced technology, including reliable engines and redundant avionics, the tragedy has prompted wide speculation. Possible causes being discussed include issues related to cargo weight, distribution, weather condition, bird strikes, aircraft performance. There are many reasons, he's saying. So passage is about Air India's growth strategy amid mergers. Mergers are happening? No. The rise of India's aviation market. Is it telling how India's aviation market grew? Dreamliner crash triggers safety alarm? Yes. Tata Sons and Vihan AI project? No. Answer is 3. How is the tone? Tone means in what way did the writer write the article? What is the screenplay kind of thing? How did he tell the storyline? Did he tell it in a celebratory way? We should celebrate airplane crash happened? No. Cautiously critical, carefully. Cautious means be careful, and critical means crucial. Indifferent, insensitive, not expressing anything. చలనం లేకుండా ఉండడం. Different means unique, special, away from the normal. Indifferent means not responding to anything, any expression won't be there, that is indifferent. Humorous means funny. 1 for not funny, because passage is not about funny way. Answer 235. Second option. The Air India Dreamliner crash occurred shortly after the aircraft reached cruising altitude during its flight to London. Is it true the plane crashed after reaching the cruising altitude? False, the crash occurred before reaching the altitude. What is the cruising altitude there? It reached an altitude of 625. Where is cruising altitude? Did they mention? Statement and assumptions. For reasoning is statements and assumptions, or statements, conclusions, reasoning. Okay, false, the crash occurred before reaching the cruising altitude. True, the aircraft was descending after reaching the destination. No. Destination it reached? No. False, the crash occurred during landing. The aircraft never left the runway. Answer 1, 2. The plane crashed after reaching the altitude or before reaching the cruising altitude? Answer, second option. Despite reaching an altitude of 625. 625 can be cruising altitude, we don't know. Cruising altitude means once it reaches topmost height and it can go straight only. Cruising means you can drive safely there, no problem. You can keep it on autopilot mode also, that is cruising speed. So despite reaching an altitude of 625 feet, the plane crashed. So it is a nice altitude according to the sentence, like a student said, it is a nice altitude. In spite of reaching there, why did it crash? So is it true or false? What is the key saying? What is the key saying? Go with the key. Which of the following can be reasonably inferred? Infer means conclude. What did you understand by that? 7878 Dreamliner is no longer considered a safe aircraft worldwide. India's aviation regulatory mechanisms are stronger than those of most countries. Air India crash may lead to global scrutiny. Scrutiny means surveillance, observation of the Dreamliner model. Because of Indian Air India crash, people all over the world are observing Dreamliner model. Tata Sons plans to reduce its stake in Air India due to safety concerns. Answer? Third option. Which assumption underlines the author's concern about Dreamliner crash? Aircraft with redundant systems should never crash. All mechanical failures can be predicted and prevented. He is saying like that, it should have been prevented. It is easy to prevent. Aviation safety depends not only on aircraft design, but also on operation practice. Yes, possibility is there. Government-run airlines are more reliable than private. He did not mention. Answer 1, 2, 3. Which of the following, if true, would most weaken the concerns raised in the passage about Dreamliner safety? Other countries using same Dreamliner model have reported multiple technical issues in recent months. A preliminary investigation shows the crash was due to human error and not a mechanical fault. Did they mention that? Human error? Let me read the second paragraph once. The Dreamliner introduced to Air India under 2006 deal when it was government owned has been key in expanding routes to Europe, Asia and Australia. Although its global safety record has generally been strong, the aircraft has had a history of technical issues. Record is good, but technical issues are there, such as battery fires, icing-related engine problems, seat mechanism malfunction, some of which resulted in global grounding safety directives. Now, all eyes are on Tata Sons, the airline's new owner, with Singapore Airlines holding 25.1% stake, as it manages the aftermath of a major 4 airline merger. The company is currently executing 5-year transformation called Vihan AI, which includes appointing a head of safety, security, quality. Meanwhile, India's aviation regulatory is also investigating the crash. Preliminary investigation shows crash was due to human error. They did not mention. Tata Sons has delayed implementing its Vihan. Most passengers prefer older models. Answer. Which of the following would weaken the concern? There is a concern. Let's say C, concern is there. So which is the weak concern? Which statement is weakening this concern? But I require some sort of weak statement, false related statement. Any statement nearest to the false rather than true. Is it other countries using same Dreamliner model have reported technical issues? It is a true, right? A preliminary investigation shows crash was due to human error, not a mechanical fault. Which of the following, if true, the statement should be true and that statement should weaken the concerns. They are concerned about aircraft only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, not related. Answer 1 or 2 or 5. 1, 2, 5. A preliminary investigation shows the crash was due to human error and not a mechanical. You can take second option, though not clearly mentioned in the passage. Now, grammatical error. Bold sentence is given. We need to find out grammatical error. As India gains global recognition for its growing aviation market. India gains global recognition for its growing aviation market. So, growing aviation market is there. India is getting global recognition. Highlighted during the recent IATS summit in New Delhi, it must urgently tackle with both in-flight and ground level safety concern to maintain trust and ensure sustainable growth. Answer. Why C? Why C? Tackle with is not needed. Tackle is enough. You should tackle them. You should tackle both ground security and flight security. Tackle with is not needed. Tackle is equal to deal with. Deal generally takes with, not the tackle. Redundant. Redundant means unnecessary. Unnecessary is called redundant. Superfluous, excessive, repetitive, unnecessary. Essential, verbose, repetitive, peripheral. Repetitive, obsolete. Obsolete means what? Outdated. Kind of same meaning. Answer 1 to 4. Peripheral. Peripheral means only external, not internal. Peripheral means only external or surface, not deep. Opposite is deep. And verbose, full of words or talkative. Full of words or talkative is called verbose. Opposite of the given word or redundant is what? Essential is the right answer. Verbose, using more words than needed. Wordy. The speaker's verbose explanation confused the audience. Verbose is using more words. Peripheral, marginal, borderline, secondary. Opposite, deep, central. Have you done the rearrangements? No? If you have not done, then how will you get connected if I teach or if I explain? The pressure on metropolitan infrastructure increases with every wave of migrants seeking opportunity. If migrants are coming, suppose migrants are people, they travel from one place to another place. If I travel from one place to another place for food, job, education, or survival or business, I am a migrant. So the pressure on metropolitan infrastructure increases. When does the pressure increase? With every wave of migrants seeking opportunity. If more people are coming to Hyderabad for jobs, survival, the infrastructure pressure will be more on Hyderabad. I'm taking example of Hyderabad. Similarly, Bangalore or Chennai. So can it be the first sentence? Maybe, may not be. Economic disparity. Disparity is nothing but differences. Differences is called disparity. Economic disparity between rural and urban regions drives a steady stream of migration. So financial differences is happening between what? Between rural and urban regions are happening. And this difference is driving a steady stream of migration. Because of this, migration is happening. If I go to city, I may earn more income. If I stay in village, I may not earn more income. So that is driving migration. If I am staying in village, I am earning less money. So if I go to same work, if I go and work in city, I get more income. Maybe first sentence. What cities gain in workforce numbers? They often lose in sustainable urban planning. See, cities gain. Cities are gaining what? Many people are coming. Workforce is more people are coming to cities. The workforce numbers more. If that is the case, then what is happening? They often lose sustainable urban planning. If more people are coming to cities, more number of workforce is there. Sometimes they may miss the planning, urban planning they miss. Maybe we can connect AC or CA because both are kind of pressure on the city. Pressure on the city. So it can be AC or CA, which I am not sure. Let me check later. The social fabric of cities transforms when diverse communities attempt to coexist in a cramped quarters. Social, society. Social is nothing but society. Fabric means a kind of a layer. Here fabric means not cloth. Fabric is nothing but a group of people, layer. So social fabric transform. Transform means change, modify. It changes when diverse means different communities attempt to coexist in a cramped quarters. Means cramped is very closed. So in a closed area, different people are coming and staying. Then the society changes. Suppose if you look at your hostel example, very close, congested space, and the people from different areas and coming and staying. Similarly, in an area, Bengali people, Kannada people, Malayali people, different people come and stay, then the social fabric changes. Urbanization in developing countries has outpaced. Pace means speed. Outpaced means overtaken. The urbanization in developing countries has overtaken the capacity for effective governance. In developing countries, what is happening? They are not talking about effective governance. Urbanization came. Urbanization is like a sports car. This came and has overtaken a normal car called governance. Now, what did we pair up? We have paired up ACCA. What should I take? The pressure on metropolitan infrastructure increases with every wave of migrants seeking opportunity. If migrants want opportunity, they are coming to metropolitan cities and the infrastructure pressure is there. What cities gain in workforce numbers, they often lose in sustainable. So ACCA, I'm taking CA. The pressure, what sort of pressure is happening, they are showing, they are explaining, kind of sexy is bit explaining. Then what is the first one? Is it B or E? Bangalore or England? Urbanization in, see, E can be starting or ending also. Urbanization in developing countries has overtaken the capacity for effective governance. If E is the starting, for example, if E is the starting, the entire passage should be talking more about urbanization. Is it talking more about urbanization or migration pressure? So may not be first. So B, D, Bangalore or Delhi, what should I take? I'm assuming it B, I'm not concluding anything. I'm talking about B, economic disparity between rural and urban areas derives a steady stream of migration. Why migration is happening? The migration is happening because of financial differences. If I stitch a shirt in a village, I will get less income. If I stitch a same shirt in a city, I'll get more income. People are thinking and migrating from urban to rural to urban areas. Then is it AC or D? If B is the first sentence, can I take AC or should I keep D? B, AC, okay. How the pressure is happening. If more people are coming to cities, pressure is happening on the metropolitan infrastructure. And what is cities getting? Cities are getting more workforce, but they are losing the sustainable planning. So BAC got it. Now D or AD, what should be the order? Is it D or AD? The social fabric of cities is changing. The society is changing because different communities are coming and living in closed spaces. This is related to the losing sustainability or in urban planning or urbanization in developing countries has outpaced. What shall we take, DE or ED? Take last one E, therefore DE, BAC, DE. He always diatribes skirted the real issue. What is diatribe, sir? Criticism, giving a lecture is called diatribe. A verbal attack, bitter verbal attack, forceful verbal attack. Generally, father gives a diatribe to the son, not to the daughter. Father can scold more, can have bitter dialogue with the son, but not with the daughter. So politician launched into a diatribe against the members. So diatribe is nothing but criticism. There is one more thing you need to know about it. It is called muddy water. Same idiom came in mains just now. Muddy waters means confuse, complicate. Complicate something is called muddy the waters. To make a situation more confusing and less clear. Have you seen in some areas, especially some water bodies, when you look at the water body at the border, you feel the water is very fresh, clear. But once you keep both the feet into the water, then what happens? From the bottom, mud will come up. It becomes spoiled. Now you are muddying the water. When you come out, after some time, slowly mud will go down. After some time, then the water is as usual clear. So muddy water means like that. Confusing the situation, complicating the situation. So he always diatribe skirted wrong. Skirted is nothing but divert or skip. Majorly divert. So it is a verb. Verb partner is adverb. Diatribe is a noun. This is not suitable. He always forthright skirted. Okay. And look at hoping is forthright would muddy the waters. Rather always takes rather than. It is absolutely correct. No change. C should be in the third position. C. Answer 1, 2, 5. Rather than address the allegation. D. CD common. So B. And look at this. His forthright would muddy the waters. Forthright is nothing but straightforwardness. Straightforwardness is called as forthright. It's frank, straightforward, direct, honest. It is an adjective as well as a kind of adverb. How many of you are straightforward, frank? Others? All chupa-chupi, secretive, covert. So, can I keep forthright? He always forthright. Forthright means direct. He directly skirted the real issue, hoping is a diatribe would muddy the waters rather than address the allegation. We can interchange BA. So answer is second option. He always skirted the real issue. He always forthright means directly he diverted the issue, hoping his diatribe, his criticism would complicate rather than address the allegation. To truly mitigate. Mitigate means what? Reduce. Reduce the negativity is called mitigate. Reducing some negative impact is called mitigate. To truly mitigate. Mitigate is V1 mitigation noun. To truly buck. Buck is nothing but paisa, money. Noun, no. To truly remarks, no. To truly dialogue, no. A, absolutely correct. No need of changing A. Therefore, 2, 4, 5. To truly mitigate the crisis, we must not pass the buck or bellicose remarks. Do you know pass the buck? Pass the buck means shifting the blame. Avoiding responsibility, shifting the blame is called pass the buck. Is your mind passing the buck? To shift responsibility to someone else. Shifting blame, avoiding responsibility, diverting is passing the buck. So pass the buck, we have an idiom as it is correct. A, B correct. If A, B correct, therefore answer 1, 5. Both same. To truly mitigate the crisis, we must not pass the buck or make bellicose. Bellicose means aggressive, rebellious. Aggressive or rebellious. Rebellious. But focus on the lucid policies and remarks. A, B, D, C not there. So answer 2 or 5. Both same. No rearrangement required. But actually, it should be DC rather than CD. I did not understand. First question also same option is, but we did not get this option, right? Okay. So here you can take 2 or 5, no issue. Even as he tried to blow hot and cold. Blow hot and cold is an idiom. Blow hot and cold is nothing but vacillate. You know, vacillate? Changing, all the time changing. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. There was a student, that student, I think in Bank only. Sir, I hate marriages. I'll never get married. In some context, the statement came. And whenever any children related example, any after marriage relationship example, she would answer. And other fellow, you won't get married now. Why are you talking about this? Oh, no, I am planning, maybe marriage is good. So she is telling 2 things. She is blowing hot and cold, changing opinion, changing prices, hot and cold. Even as he tried hot and cold, A is absolutely correct, answer 3, 5. Blow hot and cold is an idiom, as it is we should use. Even as he tried to blow hot and cold is equivocal stance. Stance is nothing but stand, opinion. Is equivocal opinion only beleaguered? Beleaguered means troubled. Is a stance troubled or is moral? Moral is nothing but confidence. See, we have 2 morals. MORAL, moral is nothing but values, value oriented. And moral is nothing but confidence. So his equivocal. Moral, only leaguered is a team's stance and clarity or moral and clarity. See, clarity positive, so moral, confidence positive. Stance is a neutral. It can be positive stance, neutral. So D is correct in the correct position. So can we interchange BC? BC cannot be interchanged. The answer is 5. No rearrangement required. A, B, C, D correct. Modern psychology increasingly recognizes that a personal identity is not a fixed construct but a fluid negotiation between internal desires and external validations. What is psychology saying? Modern psychology that personal identity, whatever identity person has, it is a fixed. It is not a fixed construct. Whatever the identity I have, it is not fixed. Whatever the identity you have, that is not fixed construct. But what? It is a fluid negotiation between internal desires and external validation. What is validation? Since childhood, you have been listening. You are waste. You will never grow in your life. Your life is like this only. You are useless. You are stupid. You are all listening to negative, negative, negative. One day you accept, maybe I am waste. Maybe I am useless. If you listen to same negativity more number of times from different individuals, same thing, automatically we accept it. Same is the case with positive. You are good. You are doing it well. Your memory is working well. You are improving well. Your performance is good. So when you are giving more importance to other people, then you are expecting validation. Validation is approval. Validation means approval. For example, you sing a song. You sing a song and obviously if you are a singer, you are performing, Obviously, you expect clap hands after the performance. What if people are not clapping? If you are expecting, you will suffer. If you are not expecting, these days after COVID, people are not clapping, you have already decided, you will not wait for their claps. Imagine you are wearing nice dress. I'm wearing my dress, nice dress for my satisfaction, or other people should appreciate me. So if it is your satisfaction, you will be happy. But you went to function, nobody is talking about my dress. Nobody, other people are not validating me, they are not giving their approval. Then I may feel sad. So personal identity is based on two things he is saying. One is internal desires I have, and other one is external people validations. When individuals act in ways that conflict with their self-concepts, when individuals act in a way that conflict with self-conflict, they often experience dash. If you are acting in a way that conflict with your self-concept. My self-concept is, for example, I have a self-confidence. I have a self-concept. What is my concept? I am always honest. I am always honest. I am telling it to everybody. And I am behaving in a negative way, contrasting way. I am telling lies. If this is the case, then what happens? They often experience what? A psychological tension. Is it positive or negative? Negative. So I require a negative word. They often experience euphoria, catharsis, dissonance, candor. Euphoria means full of happiness. Celebration is called euphoria. Ecstasy, joy, bliss. If you get a job, you will be in elation, joy, ecstasy, bliss. Will you be happy if you get a job? Or after getting job also, same expression, Mummy, I got the job, that's it. So euphoria is nothing but celebration related joy. Euphoria. Catharsis is nothing but self-healing. Healing related. You know, why do only men get more heart attack? Why not women? Because women don't have heart. Because, you know, what do women do? Women gets hurt and they cry and they finish the issue there. Women close the account. For example, I am a woman, I got hurt, somebody hurt me. And what I do? I may cry. I cry, I worry, and I close the account. Finished. I'll keep it aside. Another person hurts, again I'll cry. I'll experience the sadness and I'll keep that. But men, what do men do? I get hurt. I'll keep it in my mind or heart. I don't cry because girls should cry, boys should not cry, right? Second, also somebody hurt. I keep everything in my heart or mind. After over a period of time, like breakups also will be there. First breakup, second breakup, and one-sided love story breakup. And slowly when it builds up, at one time, heart attack. That's why cleaning here, this crying is healing. According to the theater drama, if you are watching a movie, you are crying, you feel it, the healing happened. Is the background music coming for this? Or I am only getting the feeling? Catharsis is nothing but release, emotional cleansing. Catharsis. Writing in her journal was a form of catharsis for her. What is your release? Like sadness, how your sadness will be released? Ouch. You dump on the other fellow. Crying men, listen to music. I am sad, I listen to crying songs. More sad. So catharsis is this. Dissonance. Dissonance means disagreement, discord. Did your mind and heart fight anytime? Sometimes your mind says yes, your heart says no. Disagreement, conflict. Next one, NOE. NOE means lack of energy, boredom. Boredom, lethargy, lazy. She was suffering from NUE, boredom. You feel more boredom after watching the reels. You finish reels, then you feel more boredom. And next one, what is this? Candor. Candor is straightforwardness, openness, honest. Honesty, open, straightforward, candor. I like her candor. Do you know candid? Candid, candor, same. Candid, open, straightforward. So we need what? We need negative. See, if you act in a way that conflict with your self-conflict, you are behaving in contradiction with your belief system, then automatically fighting happens, split happens. And that is a psychological tension that demands resolution. Euphoria is a positive, no. Healing, releasing, positive, no. Dissonance, yes. This is boredom, okay. Positive, no. Answer 3 or 4. Dissonance. To cope with the discomfort, mind may subconsciously dash the perception of reality. Now you got this discomfort, mind heart fighting discomfort happened. Then to deal with this discomfort, mind may subconsciously dash the perception of reality, creating justifies. Suppose I am telling I am honest all the time, that is my belief, but I am telling lies. My self-concept is honesty, but my behavior, my answering, my talking is lies. Then what happens? Sometimes I may justify, in this generation we should tell lies, we should not be honest. My mind will try to justify that logic. So to deal with this discomfort, mind may subconsciously dash the perception of reality. Reality perception ఏమో చేస్తుంది. It will distort the reality perception. Distort is nothing but misrepresent, వక్రీకరించడం. Reinforce, strengthen, validate, accentuate, all carry similar synonyms, similar meanings. Validate means approval, strengthen, accentuate, highlighting. Articulate means what? Pronounce, palakadam, bolna, ucharinchadam. So the perception of reality, your mind may subconsciously try to change the reality. Answer is 1, distort the reality. Creating justifications that preserve a sense of self-consistency. However, such mechanisms, through effective in the short term, can lead to a long term. So this sort of mind game is effective in the short term, but can lead to long-term dash. Long-term culmination. Culmination means what? Reaching the climax. Reaching the climax is called culmination. Highest point. So reaching the culmination, what is it? Now, effective in the short term can lead to a long term negative. Climax kind of solution? No. What is the meaning of stagnation? Stagnation means, for example, a river water is always flowing. A lake water is always stagnated, staying only in one place, no improvement, no going here and there, staying only in one place. That is stagnation. No improvement, not flowing, not growing. Renaissance, it's a kind of rebirth. Positive, no. Oblivion, just now I've shown oblivion means unawareness. Oblivion means unawareness, forgetfulness, obscurity. Abnegation, the word itself is telling negation, negativity, self-denial. Abnegation, rejection. Negation. Is abnegation of wealth surprised everyone? So answer is, I require some sort of negative thing. So answer oblivion, abnegation, stagnation. Answer 2, 4, 5. See, if you do this justification, short term effective, but long term it leads to dash of personal growth and introspection. Stagnation of personal growth, okay. Unawareness of personal growth, no, you will be aware. Rejection of personal growth. Answer 2, 5. Second option. Social media exacerbate. Exacerbate means worsen. Kshininchadam, bigadjana, bigadna. Social media exacerbates this phenomenon. What does social media do? The fellow's life, the social media fellow's life is better than my life. My life is waste. This fellow's life is nice. The curation of online personas demands selective disclosure and frequent dash of true emotional states. Frequent dash of emotional states. Suppression. Suppression means what? Discouraging, oppression, anachivedam. Oppression of emotional states may be revealing, revelation, revealing enlightenment. Distort is misrepresent, twist. Module is modulation, copying. Affirmation is repeat. So what will come? Frequent dash of emotional states. Emotional states em avutayi when you watch more social media. Answer. You can take first one or third one. Suppression of true emotional states. Answer 1. Over time, this can produce a schism between one's digital and authentic self. You know what happens over time? There is a split happens. Reality versus true self, resulting chronic form of psychological dash. So all negative, it will result in dash psychological. Equanimity means equal feeling. Equal expression. For everything, same expression. Psychological tension, yes. Congruence. Congruence means, I think I've got, it's harmony, peace, equal. So equanimity, composure, calm, not expressing anything. Equanimity, not expressing anything is called equanimity. Poise. Congruence, harmony, agreement, acceptance. If you have the intention of learning, then only write. Otherwise, don't write. Why write? I'm happy some students are not writing. They have clarity. I will not learn. Why should I write? At least if you revise the 2 or 3 times, enough. Today in the evening, tomorrow morning, 2 times enough revision. So congruence is concord, peace, harmony, disintegration, dividing. Tranquility is peace. 3, 5, same meaning, not possible. Answer 1, 2, 4. Psychological dash. Digital self, authentic, genuine self. Ilane continue anukondi, resulting in chronic form of psychological dash that undermines well-being, blurs boundaries between performance and authenticity. Answer is a division. Now error location. Despite facing numerous setbacks, repeated failures, in our early career, the young researcher persevered with unwavering determination. Wavering and changing, unwavering and not changing. Determination means commitment, strong commitment, eventually making a groundbreaking discovery that not only transformed our field but also inspired a generation of students to pursue science with passion, patience, commitment to truth. Answer. Despite facing numerous setbacks, repeated failures in our career, correct up to here. The young researcher persevered. Persevered means continued, continuing the tough time with strong commitment, and that eventually making a groundbreaking discovery, record breaking, that not only transformed our field but also inspired a generation of students to pursue science with passion, patience, and commitment to truth. Answer. Third option. Persevered determination. The young researcher continued with determination, continued with unwavering determination. Okay, no problem. Answer 5, no error. After years of isolation, isolation means separation or loneliness. After years of isolation and limited communication, the elderly man finally reunited with his childhood friend at a local community event when they spent hours reminiscing about school days, shared adventures, and simple joys of life before time and responsibilities had taken them on entirely different paths. Answer. Did you reunite with your childhood friend recently? You have childhood friends? Maybe you have childhood enemies. If no friends, then enemies only. After years of separation and limited communication, after these two things, the elderly man finally reunited with childhood friend at a local community event where they spent hours reminiscing. Reminiscing means thinking about past, about good school days, shared adventures, and simple joys of life. Answer is B. Delete when is not suitable there, where. Despite never takes off. In spite of is okay. In spite of is equal to despite. Despite never takes off, remember. In spite of is equal to despite. Barring means excepting, excluding some fragments of its wings. Barring some fragments of its wings and one engine cover, the rest of the aircraft appeared to have been completely destroyed by the massive explosion caused by fully laden with fuel tanks containing 1.25 lakh liters of aviation turbine fuel. Answer please. Appear undala. Appeared with 2. Any other guesses? Except some fragments of wings and one engine cover, except these two, the rest of the aircraft appear to have been completely destroyed by the massive explosion. Answer is in the C part, not in the B part. Completely destroyed by the massive explosion caused by fully laden with wrong. Can you guess the answer now? I have circled, error is there only. Destroyed by the massive explosion that caused fully laden with is not needed, that caused fully laden fuel tanks containing 1.25 liters. Error is in the C part. Have you done this column 1, column 2? Although researchers had extensive data on the subject, when I'm using I combine positive negative or negative positive. Contrasting ideas, if I want to combine, I need although. Although researchers had extensive data, positive, I require negative. It lacked the interpretive tools, yes, negative. No, I require a sentence. Individuals must continually upgrade, positive, no. I can pair up A and D. The government's policy shift towards clean energy, it has prompted significant investment in solar wind, yes. Clean energy individuals, no. B, E, A, D, B. And next, in an era means time, in a time of rapid digital transformation, individuals must continually upgrade their skills to stay relevant. Do we have A, D, B, E, C, F? Both options. Despite, like although, despite ochina kuda opposite contrast statements, despite positive, negative, negative, positive. Despite repeated warnings from climate scientists, negative. Has found, no. Global carbon emissions continue to rise at an alarming rate, yes. Exposed, no. A and E. A. The economic downturn triggered by pandemic has found widespread application. The economic downturn triggered by pandemic exposed the fragility, means weakness. It has exposed the weakness of global supply, maybe BF. AI, artificial intelligence, once a futuristic concept, has found widespread application in everyday tools and services, CD. Do we have AE, BF, CD? Answer fourth option. As inflation rates continue to soar means increase, go high. Inflation rates continue to increase. Sparked, no, I require a sentence. The economy is facing significant pressure from rising costs, yes. Sparked, no, the country eventually achieved positive, no. AD. It is not AE, AD. The author's critique of modern consumerism sparked a national conversation about sustainability and values. Can I combine B? Although vaccine rollout was initially slow, the country eventually achieved one of the highest immunization. So AD, B, CF. Do we have that option? Answer. Now, spelling mistake or inappropriate word. Perseverance, bureaucracy, questionnaire, harassment. Answer. Inappropriate word unda, despite our perseverance and fascination with the workings of human mind. Perseverance, fascination, correct. The young psychologist struggled to navigate the bureaucracy of medical licensing, all while drafting a detailed questionnaire on emotional resilience and harassment in our hierarchical. Answer 5, all correct. The detective known for his quizzical expression, confusing expression, and meticulous habits found paraphernalia scattered across the camouflaged room. Paraphernalia means a collection of items, mixture of items, kind of equipment scattered across the camouflaged. Camouflaged means covered, hidden room, a receipt, a broken gauge, and a torn souvenir, each piece pointing toward a pseudonym tied to a broader surveillance. Answer, spelling error, any spelling error? Surveillance, correct only. Wheel, covering, NC. Any other guesses? Answer. Fifth one, all correct. All correct, 5. That's all for now. Thank you.